Good morning, everybody. Happy to see you all today. We're going to be learning a lot of new things today, and it's going to be really exciting because it's something that you guys will be using for almost the rest of your lives. I think in every job, at some point in your life, you're going to be using Excel. So Excel is what we're going to be jumping right into today. Our first lesson is going to be on sorting and filtering. So we're going to go through a few key terms. Before I do that, I'm going to hand out to you all today the PowerPoint slides so that you guys can take notes and follow along as we go through the lesson today. I want you guys to fill in all of the blank slides that are on your sheet and take any notes that you guys need that will help you guys in the long run. Another thing is maybe write down any questions so you guys don't forget that you may have for later or that you need to ask after some of the lessons that we talk about. I'm going to share my screen really quick. While I'm sharing my screen, I would like you guys to get out your laptops for me and just open up your laptop, get on Canvas, and find that Excel file I posted on today's class. Because we were going to be using that Excel file for the remainder of the class when I do the walkthrough that I model how to use sorting and filtering. You guys are going to follow along with me. And then you guys are going to demonstrate a couple of things for me so that you guys learn as a class and we help each other out and we get everyone where they need to be with this new subject that we're learning. So everyone, I'm going to give you a few minutes to get out your laptops and open up the Excel file that's posted on your Canvas. It's called Olympic Athletes. So for all those athletes in the room and with the Olympics that just ended a few days ago, we are going to be looking at some data from the Olympics from the past. So with that, everyone should have their laptops out and ready to go with that Olympic Athletes Excel file, and we're going to get started. So an overview for the day, we're going to start with the introduction, kind of get to know what you guys know about Excel. So raise your hand and tell me how many of you have used Excel before, heard of Excel before, and what you yeah, just if you heard Excel or know Excel. Good, good. All right, so what do you guys know about Excel? I just want to get a little bit of information from you guys, what you guys know. All right, I'm going to give them time to think, and then maybe some answers would be data, spreadsheets, things like that. So today we're going to go through some vocabulary. I told you we're going to be using that Olympic Athletes file to show you guys the sorting and filtering walkthrough that I will do for you guys. And I'll model that, and you guys are going to actually follow along with me at the same time, so you guys know exactly where to do the activity, so that you guys can do your own comprehension activity and demonstrate to me and your classmates that you guys know how to use the functions that we're going to learn today. And then to wrap up the class, we're going to be doing a little bit of vocabulary and location quiz, a little quick quiz to show your understanding and show that you guys have this new skill that you guys we're going to be working on for the next few weeks and working on different functions to use and how we're going to use Excel in life. So what is Excel? What do you guys think Excel is? Well, I have the definition here. Microsoft Excel is a software program produced by Microsoft that allows users to organize, format, and calculate data with formulas using a spreadsheet system. So I'm going to ask you guys a few questions here. How might Excel help in a business? Yeah, so businesses use Excel they have a ton of data they might use. I know when I worked for I9 Sports, a little youth sports league in Issaquah, they used Excel all the time for customers, maybe uh, schools that they needed. They had a list of schools, their addresses. It was quick to search up where it was, how many people was in that school, where it was located, things like that. So businesses use Excel all the time. Um, what does sort mean to you guys? And how might you use that in business? Yeah, so um, sorting your clothes. You have pants, you have shirts, you have shorts, socks, shoes. So you sort those into categories, right? So that's kind of what you guys do in Excel. What does filter mean to you guys, and how might you use that filter? So like a Brita filter, you filter out the minerals from the water. So we're going to filter out some of the data that you might not want to see or not want to have on your spreadsheet if there's too much information. So that's kind of how you would use that in business. You just filter out that data that doesn't matter to you at the time. So we're going to go through some key terms. Um, sorting. Sorting arranges data according to requirements. So sorting out that data that you might not need. So there on the screen, you see the sort button. So that's the sort button. We're going to be using that a lot today. On Excel, it's actually the sort and filter button. You'll see when we go through the walkthrough. Filters are rules that you can employ to decide which rows in the worksheet to display. These filters can use data such as conditions or values. So that's the filter button there that you guys will use a lot today, that little emblem. Moving on to tabs. So the tabs are the top view here that says File, Home, Insert, Draw, Page Layout, Formulas, Data, Review, Help. All right, those are all tabs. So the one tab that I want you guys to get comfortable with is the Home tab, because that's the tab you're going to be using the most out of any tab. It's the default tab that all Office software opens up to. So when you open up Excel, just like you did, you were located to the Home tab. It has your most access features. The Data tab is where you can find features that deal with data organization and analysis. So the Data tab is where the sort and filter functions are. I just want you guys to know that is where they have individual buttons for the sort and filter. There's a few ways you can get to the sort and filter function, but we are going to use the sort and filter function from the Home tab most of the time. Rows and columns. So columns are how the cells are aligned. Columns are aligned vertically. So vertically is up and down. So that's your column. And your row is how your cells are aligned as well, but that's what your rows are, the aligned cells that are horizontal. So horizontally are your rows, your columns are vertically. A cell is a rectangular block used housed in that worksheet. Any data that you want to enter your worksheet might be placed in the cell. So you'll be able to see that here in a second. And column and row headings. These headings are lettered or numbered. So the top row of your cells are actually lettered A to Z, and your column rows that are labels for your rows are numbered. So clicking on that will select the entire column or row, and you can also alter the row height or column if you need to have more space for your rank or numbers. So here's a little bit of a picture for that for you. You can see at the top is your columns A to Z, your rows are numbered, and then that little cell block right there, which there's a ton. So now we're going to move on to the Olympic athletes activity, where we're going to show you guys how to sort. So I just want to ask you a few questions as I pull this open. What kinds of data do you guys see? that you can sort, and what kind of data might you filter. So while I open up, think about that, look through the data. What can you sort and what maybe can you filter? Well, I open up that Excel so you guys can see that. Perfect. All right. So you guys see the top headings are athlete, age, country, year, closing ceremony date, sport, gold medals, silver medals, bronze medals, total medals. All right. So all the Olympic information that we have for each Olympic athlete. So what did you guys come up with? What could you sort here? You could sort by name. You could sort by country. You could sort by sport. And what might you filter? What would you filter out for stuff? There's a lot of data here. It goes, I'm pretty sure, all the way to 7,000 would be crazy. Yeah, so you might want to just see the athletes from Venezuela. You might want to see only the athletes from 2008. You might only want to see the athletes that won a gold medal. So those are the kind of things that you could sort. So the next thing I'm gonna do is walk you guys through the sorting function. So the first thing we're gonna do is sort by last name, okay? So you're going to get back to the top, kind of move it down, there we go. All right, so you're just gonna click on the cell that we're gonna sort by last name, or actually we're gonna sort by first name. You could sort by last name if you had the first and last name in different boxes, but it's gonna go to the first letter in that box. So we're going to sort by first name. So if you want to sort by first name, you're going to find the sort and filter function right here on the home tab here. So we're going to click on sort and filter, and it says sort A to Z. So when I click sort A to Z, you'll see what happens in that column. Boom. So it automatically filtered all your names A to Z all the way down. So you start with all the first name with A there. Okay, so pretty simple. A to Z, you could do Z to A as well, and it goes Z to A. Okay, so it's a pretty cool function to have. This was random pop-up. So the next thing we're going to learn is how to filter only the United States athletes. So if we want to see only the United States athletes, we're going to click on the sort and filter button. We're going to click, remember that emblem that it was a little bit bigger on the data tab that we saw right here. So there's a couple places. You can also left click and you can click sort and filter here, but we're learning from the home tab. So we click that tab, we click the filter, and you guys all should be following along while I'm doing this. It might have been going too fast, sorry. I'll slow down for you guys if you need to. Just raise your hand. So we want to filter out only the United States athletes. So when we click the filter button, you see on the heading of all the categories we have in the top row, they came with arrows. So you're going to click the down arrow. When it clicks the down arrow, you can see that it comes up with every term that we have there. So you're going to unclick, select all. You're going to find United States. You're going to click United States. So that's the only country we want to see. So we filtered out all the other countries, and you're going to click OK. And now we only see the United States athletes. So that is how you filter. Now we're going to learn how to unfilter. So in case you want the filter come back. So you're going to click filter again, and you're going to click clear. And it brings all the data back that you might have thought you lost. So yeah, that is the sorting and filtering function. So that is a good walkthrough. Do any of you guys have any questions for me or want me to run through it again really quick? We have a little bit of time. right. So we are now going to do our Olympic activity. Let's go back to our presentation. Oh, gotta get back to the slides. So we're gonna do a little bit of a demonstration activity for you guys after I just modeled that for you guys. Before we start, I want to know if you have any questions or where you might be lost. All right, so for the next 10 minutes, you guys are individually or with a partner, if you need help, is using that sort and filter function to do three things. Objective 1 is sort data by age. Objective 2, so like we just sorted by last name, you're going to sort by age this time. So you're going to go to that age column. Objective 2 is creating a filter to show only the athletes who swim. So whoever swims, so it's going to say swimming, you're going to filter out and make sure you can click select all or unselect all so that you can click that swimming category. And then objective 3, you're going to remove that filter from the title. Now I want you guys to do those three things. Raise your hand for any help. I'll be coming around and checking on you guys for the next 10 minutes. So I want you guys to do that for me and let me know if you have any questions. All right, go for it. All right, welcome back, everybody. Great job. You guys did awesome using the sorting and filtering function today. So the summary of what we learned in class today, three pretty simple things. You now know how to use the sorting function in Excel, how to use the filtering function in Excel, and the key terms of Excel. This is going to be really important for the next few weeks for us while we go through data, go through lists, learn some new functions in Excel on that home tab. So now we are going to get into our quiz. The last 15 minutes of class is designated for our vocab and location quiz. So give me a few minutes to pass this out for you guys. When you finish it, you guys can come bring it and put it on my desk. Other than that, that is the end of class, but I want you guys to put everything away before I hand out everything for you. So any questions before we hand out the quiz that you might need answered or that you might need clarification on? Alrighty. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Great class. I can't wait for our next lesson.